for the air.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I can't find my sunglasses. Oh, here they are. I'm ready.
How about another round for Brewsday Tuesday? Here is Huck and Big Nate.
Let's see how he does. Can he open the bottle?
Well, first I was
That's
doubting myself that it
amazing.
might not be
Oh
a
my
five.
God.
Welcome in.
Oh
More
man, I
Brews Day
probably should have
Tuesday.
stirred it. No, I'm just saying.
Stir your beer.
I should have probably. Yeah, this is
We have
gonna
beer stirs in the break room.
need a beer stir. Okay, so this is crazy. Energy City Brewing. I have no idea where they are. Anyway, peach and apricot cobbler. And I'm just gonna look at this, folks. I
Oh my
have
God.
never seen a beer,
That is juicy.
and
I'm
I'm gonna tell you,
pretty stoked.
I'm gonna love this
Yeah.
because I like peach and apricot, and oh my gosh, I think that's all this is. There's probably no beer in here.
I mean, from here, that looks like pie filling.
It does look pie, and it's Thanksgiving. Speaking of which, look at this plate of food. Watch me spill it on my keyboard. No, I didn't. Okay, so yeah, we're having dinner and drinks. Now I'm gonna eat while you talk.
All right. Well, I've got the
Mm.
Abita Brewing. It's an ale called Go Nuts. It is a pecan ale or pecan,
Mm.
depending on your company. It has 5.2% ABV. It's an ale brewed with Louisiana pecan/pecans. And it's made with real Louisiana roasted pecans or pecans for a subtle nutty flavor and
Yeah, a
aroma.
nutty flavor.
It's brewed with, well, yeah, go figure. It's brewed with pale Munich biscuit and caramel malt and Willamette hops. The roasted pecans or pecans are added in the brew house. Crack one open and go nuts. You see how I buried that there? I pronounced it both ways, so we couldn't reveal how I actually pronounce it on a daily basis.
Well, I say pecan
I say pecan.
because pecan is what you keep in your tent when you're camping. A pecan.
You know what? That is a fantastic reason. I thought there was more
No,
logic
that's
to that.
that's all there is to it. My granddaddy told me that. He said it's
Pecan.
pecan because a pecan you keep in the tent.
There are certain words that when people say them with their accent, I know they're just speaking the way that they've been taught and the way they've been around and based on their environment. Pecan is one of those pronunciations that is like nails on a chalkboard for me. I don't like pecans. Uh, I'm a little more flexible with theater versus theater,
Yeah, I can go either way.
but there are certain words.
I'd
Like
probably say theater.
on the flip side, like when British people say aluminium, that's not how you pronounce aluminum.
No, I
It's
was like, I
just
didn't even
not.
know what you pronounced there
It's not.
at first. I was like, what is he
Don't call
pronouncing?
the trash can a rubbish bin.
Rubbish bin. Or a biscuit is actually not a biscuit.
Fries are not crisps
No, they're not.
or chips.
Don't even go there. We have freedom from them now.
That's right. We won. And that's
We
why we're
won that.
celebrating appropriately. Okay. So we got some food.
Oh yeah, we do.
And
Green bean casserole. Mm.
easily one of my favorites of all time.
Mm. Sweet potato casserole. Mm.
I
Macaroni and cheese.
I do most of the cooking in our household. Thanksgiving is the one time that like other than the bird, the wife like handles most of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Green bean casserole would be one of those like if I was on death row final meals.
Yeah, that's good.
You got the green beans, the cream of mushroom, the cream of chicken, the crispy onions. Yeah.
So we do green rice. I didn't bring it because it's a lot of work, and I
What
don't.
is green rice?
So it's rice with like broccoli and onions and soup and stuff. It's really good.
Oh, that does sound good.
And the other thing we do is corn pudding. I didn't bring any either of those. I just went to Aldi.
Wait, you did I mean mashed potatoes and sweet potato casserole are also things that I often see. So I'm going to be really honest with you. Sweet potato casserole is one of those things that I always sleep on and skip
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
because I try and fill up with things that aren't sweet at Thanksgiving. Because as I mentioned, My grandmother-in-law, for the longest time, we were going to her Thanksgiving every year because it's like this amazing spread, and there were always leftovers. And because everyone was trying to get to the dessert table as fast as possible, meanwhile, I'm over
Mm-hmm.
here like 4 rolls deep, like hell yeah.
I feel that. I mean, I'm like, this is food is good, but our dessert is our beer today. We've done dessert.
That's good justification.
I think we've always done food on the show at Thanksgiving. I don't know if you and Dres did it while I was gone. It's kind of a thing.
Mm, I don't.
You don't recall?
I cooked for Dres several times. Mean we did deep dish pizza.
Hmm.
We did homemade soft pretzels.
I was here for
No,
that.
never a Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, we've always done Thanksgiving. Is a lot of times we go out and reach out to a local vendor restaurant and do it. But I felt like, it's a lot of trouble.
It was too much work.
So just do our own thing.
But I also like what we chose to do with sides, desserts.
It's
You know.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get some of that
Yeah, you're right.
butter?
The biscuit butter. Oh my gosh.
So my wife
I'll have to say that's a winner. I'm gonna have to find
made
out.
found the recipe for Texas Roadhouse's cinnamon honey butter.
Cinnamon honey.
At
I
this
think I
point,
dated her in high school. Cinnamon
at
honey.
this point, it's the whole reason we make rolls. Like I don't even need the rolls anymore. Just spoonful of that in my mouth,
There
which
you go.
out of context. But yeah,
No.
Thanksgiving is the best holiday for eating.
So we've been buying this sweet potato casserole, and okay. So I think I'd mentioned earlier we go out to eat for Thanksgiving, but we're like old people, and we're trying to think of the right word for it. It might be greedy. So we'll make our own Thanksgiving dinner on Friday. We already have everything, the turkey, the dressing, the sweet potato casserole. Now I've had this, that might be all we need. This is delicious. So, but you know, before I'm gonna go out first thing in the morning and get the rest of it so y'all don't go buy it all at Aldi. It's so good. And I mean the Fatback Soul Shack used to have some good, you know, sweet potato casserole, but it's a lot of places you go in with a sweet potato casserole, and it's you know not sweet. It's supposed to be sweet. Traditionally, my
It's in
family,
the name.
right? In my family, traditionally, my mom would get candied jams and throw some brown sugar on them and cook them, bake them, and then the last minute she'd throw some marshmallows on them, and this continued through generations. Is put them back under the broiler and catch them on fire till the flame shot out. And we did that for years, you know. So, but I basically really much better like this where it doesn't catch on fire. So that's just my tip for
You weren't by the microwave. You don't know what I did.
that's right. So yeah,
That's
but
a fire extinguisher foam on top.
that fire coming off those marshmallows is always amazing.
No, this was something I discovered. Our friends in Blacksburg, Katie and John, they host a Friendsgiving every year. And, we've been going, they do it early November and did it again. And she does the nutty topping instead of the marshmallows as well, because
Mm-hmm.
marshmallows just aren't great.
No, they're scary.
Like I don't outside of a s'more, I have no use for marshmallows.
Even at s'mores, people sometimes, some people like them burned.
Mm, I'm definitely one of those. I do like my marshmallow burnt, but I can go
I
back
like to evenly brown it.
if I go back over the last 10 years, I've probably eaten maybe 10 marshmallows. And they were all in Rice Krispie treats.
There you go.
Okay.
Well, we had a cabin. We sold it a year or so ago. So we had a lot of s'mores.
No, I highly recommend. You said this was Aldi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good, isn't it?
Stockpile.
Yeah. I got another one at the house, but usually, we go on Wednesdays, but I think I'll go on an off day just see if they have any more. Wednesdays when they stock everything up. I've never been a foodie really, but I'm getting older. We've been because they have stuff there like I mean they should probably pay us for this. but they have like this beef dinner thing. It's a beef and some potatoes and onions. It's not perfect. We add a little bit to it. You have to cut the onion up. You throw that thing in this crock pot, and 10 hours later, yeah.
All the flavors melt
Oh,
together.
yum, yum, yum. And it comes with a flavor pack.
That's so we do that in our house. Not necessarily with frozen meals as much or canned goods,
Oh, this is fresh. Well,
but
who knows? Probably
yeah,
frozen before it got to the store.
I've found that when you buy things that are like pre-made in the store, the number one thing they don't do is salt it. So like I don't know if you noticed, I had a salt and pepper
I
packet. I
did
actually
those.
had several over there. But that mac and cheese by itself, it's decent mac and cheese. There's some salt and pepper in there. And you couldn't tell it wasn't homemade. So if you're trying to fool your family in 2 days, you promised to bring a side dish.
Yeah,
Put some of those heat and eats. Bob Evans makes mashed potatoes.
yeah, we got some of those.
Add butter, add salt and pepper.
We have it. We haven't
made
cooked it yet. That's gonna happen on Thursday or Friday.
Have you had them before?
No.
They're pretty delicious if you add butter, salt, and pepper.
I was like, tell the
But everything's better with
we
butter.
forgot napkins. Anyway, I see paper towel. So
Say, I think I brought a
yeah, there.
roll in here.
So our macaroni and cheese story is, we used to make macaroni and cheese. Of course, Kraft, it is what it is. But we would like get the cheese and the milk. We make the mac and cheese, blah blah blah. So one day we were somewhere, and I'm like, man, this macaroni and cheese is really really good. And so we go to ask for the recipe. I'm trying to remember where it was. It was like a real restaurant. And we go, can we get the recipe for your macaroni and cheese? And they go, Stouffer's. I'm like, what? And they go, Stouffer's. So we go get it. And sure enough. So that's what our go-to is. But this is just as good.
And Stouffer's knows they've got a good recipe because they've got a whole family-sized tray of it.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it's not a small family. This is not like your
No.
nuclear family, mom, dad, son, daughter. This is like, it'll feed like 12 people.
Well, we got the one last time we didn't get the family size. We got like the large. Wasn't enough, man. They cleaned it out.
Yeah, you gotta do family size.
You gotta do the family size. It is huge. And you really have to adjust your oven space. And that's the thing. It's my I cooked the dinner because I worked in restaurants for 20 years. And so I know how to cook everything so everything comes out at the exact same time. Nobody else seems to know that anymore. They cook things and pull it out and cook things, and then half of it's cold and half of it's too hot. You have Thanksgiving dinner in my house, everything's gonna be exactly right.
That's the other thing that my grandmother-in-law did that I just absolutely adore about her. 2 ovens, specifically for family holidays.
There you go.
2 ovens. You maximize
My
your space.
mother-in-law had 2 ovens.
Yeah. Kind of wish I had the space for a second oven, but
Ours doesn't even
One
work
day.
that well. I rent
now is yours gas or electric?
electric, but everywhere else I still own things as gas.
I always said before we bought our house, like I wanted a house with a gas oven, but I'm coming around to electric because we have a glass top.
Glass top electric is good.
Yeah, glass top stove is my new favorite way to cook.
No, that's sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
So
Have you tried the induction? Is it induction?
induction.
Have you tried that? It's pretty good.
Those are good, but like you have to have special pots and pans, do you not?
Well, yeah, it makes me nervous because I'm like, okay, this is nuclear. What is it?
Yeah.
Are there electrons and neutrons?
Those,
I don't know.
I feel like induction ovens kind of like I feel like electric glass tops kind of arrived at the same time as induction ovens, and I feel like they're going to go the same way. Like we still have Blu-rays, but we no longer have HD
Right,
DVDs or
Sony and
VHS versus
VHS.
Betamax.
Yeah. So also,
It's whoever has the porn.
we just got the what do you call it? Air fryer. We got the air fryer, and yeah, I think the jury's out. It's okay, but it's hard to clean. Big giant bucket. Just saying. Not used to having to clean my stove after I use it.
That's the one kitchen appliance I don't have or own or
we didn't get one because we heard about all the stories about them burning houses down. But my
that's
wife,
not why you did it. You collect this
wife
insurance
unplugged
money.
But my daughter's mother-in-law bought a new one. She bought a bigger one, and gave it to her little one to my daughter who already had one, who gave it to us. And so we are like, yeah, okay. And it's actually, like onion rings. Mm-hmm. Cooks them good. I saw a thing the other day about bacon. I'm gonna try that. We'll see.
There's only one right way to cook
So
bacon.
what about, let me just ask you about frying a turkey, deep frying turkey, or as they say in a lot of towns, burning your house down. I've always wanted to do that. My late friend Bob Hart Jr. That's twice I brought him up in the last couple of shows.
It's
He did that and he used to love it. I had one. It's tasty.
it's something to do without actually doing anything. You can kind of do that like
Right,
king of the hill, stand around it with a
just
beer.
stand back and drink.
Like
I'm all for that.
I don't think it adds anything. I don't think it takes anything away necessarily.
No, I mean it does make the skin a little more crispy, but you know, any kind of bird skin is
I
good
do
anyway.
I do love those mishaps of people like
Yeah.
not fully defrosting their turkey or like making sure it's dry on the outside and like watching it like burst up, but like there are better ways to cook a turkey.
Well, my favorite is to watch the fire department do their little, oh, well, don't do this because, well, dude, you just poured water on that before you put it in there.
Yeah, and my father-in-law,
Yeah.
firefighter, and they did a deep fried turkey one year, but I've discovered that firefighters are aware of this because they are very danger prone.
Oh, yeah. I was a firefighter for
Yeah, like
years.
they are very danger prone. I
Yeah.
remember a
I
Christmas
was in
morning
like 6 fire departments.
where my father-in-law
Yeah.
decided he was going to make bacon on his Blackstone grill,
I
and
got one.
somehow the whole grill caught on
It'll
fire.
do it.
See,
Yep.
how the hell? I've been in kitchens, both commercial and residential, and I've not once caught fire to the damn kitchen.
Well, we did when I was in the restaurant business in Charlotte, we had a catering business out of the Holiday Inn, and we had a huge catering place there.
Yep.
But we were at the Civic Center, the Charlotte Civic Center. I'm sure it's torn down and replaced by now. That was 40 years ago. But we had I want to say it was the Chevrolet Dealers Association of North Carolina, 960 people, and it was New York strip steaks. And so we had all these broilers they brought in, and they had to
Yeah.
they build a hood and they put the broiler. We had to have like 5 firemen there standing by with like CO2 fire extinguishers, and
Yeah,
we
because
did
that's
not burn the
grease
building down.
fire.
But man, it
Yeah.
was exciting. 960 steaks. That's a lot. The best part though was they were like, "Hey, we gotta have coffee," and I had a little Chevy Love truck. That's the wife and I. We didn't really need the center console. We sat together, redneck riding in the truck. So we get they loaded the coffee in the back of my truck. And I'm like, okay. So we drive to the Civic Center and like get there and they're like, go up this ramp. So I go up this ramp and they pull on this freight elevator. So I pull on the freight elevator and it goes up, up, up. And I back out and I'm in the dining room in my truck, listening, probably the Outlaws on my stereo. And they just poured the coffee off my tailgate. That was probably the high point of my restaurant career
I
right
like that.
there. Yeah, it was really cool.
All right.
They don't let me park there anymore.
You've tried.
I asked.
No, ask forgiveness, not permission.
Damn it, man. All right. So we probably taking more time we need to, but it is Thanksgiving. It's a
It's
holiday.
Thanksgiving, yeah.
Nobody wants to work
We got
today.
time.
It's Tuesday before a holiday. Anybody out there, raise your hand if you're really working on. No, nobody's working hard. All right. So I'm gonna, you know what? Because I've been sitting here for a bit. This has got to be, my beer is a Bistro Energy City Brewing from some unknown city, which I
It's
might not.
Energy City.
Oh, it's from New Orleans because I see right there. There's a
Did you do that on purpose? Both Louisiana beers?
not on purpose,
Both
but I'm telling you
Nolans?
that symbol right there. I can't read it, but I see that the Saint symbol is right there. So it's
Yeah.
New Orleans. This is delicious. You know what this is? This is a 5. I might not let you have any of this. This is an apple cobbler, peach and apricot cobbler right here. Delicious. Get you one.
So if and I'm not going to be that far off from him. If you're looking for pairing for your sweet potato casserole, first of all,
Oh, I bet.
tell whoever's making it to forgo the marshmallows. You don't need those; they're terrible. Put some pralines on top.
That's what sound of
Candied.
flame.
You want candied nuts with your sweet
Candy
potato,
nuts. That's what I told my wife that.
and pair that with a Beta Brewing pecan ale. You're in business. This is also
Well, you're never doing wrong with
a
a
fun-
Vita.
No, that's
those
100%.
folks.
Have you had their root beer? Not even alcoholic. Phenomenal.
Those folks know how to make beverages.
Yeah. So fives. Huck, I am thankful for you. I am thankful for Thanksgiving. I am
I'm thankful for the listeners. Hey,
uh,
guess what?
I
We're going to
guess they're here
start doing
too.
some merch.
Are we now?
We are. And I will bring you into that the next show or two. We're going to have Brewsday Tuesday merch.
All right. Well,
And some of it's going to be free, but most of it you're going to have to pay for. Because I know you guys got money. If you can buy beer, you can buy merch.
all right. Well, this is news to me, but I'm gonna drink this beer. Huck's gonna drink that beer, and then we're gonna switch beers, and we're gonna go celebrate Thanksgiving.
And we're going to let all our family come because we're not holding any grudges. And you should too.
See ya.